Mic check, mic check, mic check. Welcome back to the PBC live stream. My name is Kinsey, and today we're going to be live for the entire main card press conference. We have Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. The last press conference, I don't know if you guys watched it, but it got a little heated, which makes things very, very interesting. So you're definitely going to want to stay tuned. But before we start with that, I did find a special guest who's here today that I wanted to grab him and pull him in because I know you guys are definitely going to want to hear from him. This is Sean Porter, two-time world champion. You've really stayed up to date with boxing. You're still very, very involved with boxing. So I would love to know kind of your fight predictions for this weekend.
Fight predictions. Benavidez, Gvozdyk. I think that this one is we're gonna really see Benavidez get challenged in some ways that we haven't seen him challenged in a long time. We've seen him behind on the cards, but we always knew like, hey, he's strong enough. He'll weather the storm. He'll come back. We've seen him do that in every fight. With this one, though, I think it's going to be a little bit harder. So we'll see what happens. He's got an Eastern European, Gvozdyk, a lot of experience, and has been out of the ring for some time. But I think that might prove to be beneficial for him. And then the main event, Tank and Frank. I'm excited for this one.
I think we all are.
I think that the styles clash perfectly. You got southpaw versus southpaw. You got two quick guys who both have a lot of pop, a lot of power.
Yep.
This one's coming all the way down to the end. I can't wait for us to get about 6 rounds in. I think that's when it's going to really get interesting, about 6 rounds in.
Wow, I love your opinion on that. Very deep, very detailed.
Notice how I didn't choose a winner in either one?
No, not on anyone. He's like, I'm not making a stand. I'm just going to give you guys some facts and a little bit, which we like. You left us hanging a little bit. But this is the 100th championship fight night here at the MGM Grand. So a very special night. There's been a lot of fights here at the MGM. Do you recall anyone that's kind of stood out to you?
The one that I actually do have this list. And I know this is bad TV, but there's a lot of history here.
Yes.
De La Hoya versus Mosley 2 was a controversial decision. The list goes on. Mayweather versus Canelo, Pacquiao, Bradley, Holyfield, Tyson 2 was great here. The one that I was at is not on this list.
Oh, he was at the fight.
No. The one that I was at, and it's not on this list, but I'm sure a lot of people will remember it. Victor Ortiz versus Floyd Mayweather. There's a headbutt, I think in like the 2nd or the 3rd round.
A headbutt.
And I said, uh-oh. And the friend that I was with, I said, we should probably get out of here. And sure enough, as we got out of our seats and started making our way out, you see people around the stadium just fighting because it was such a controversial situation. Victor clearly headbutts Mayweather. They break him apart. They take points from Victor. They touch gloves, and then Victor tries to touch gloves again, and Mayweather says, here you go, and knocks him out cold, and then things erupted from there. But I'm a smart guy. I've been around this game for a long time. I knew better than I knew to get out of there.
To get out of there at the right time. Well, we appreciate you so much, Sean. It was great to see you. Stay tuned, you guys, because there's a lot of special guests in the crowd. So not only are we going to get the main press conference here, which we know is going to get heated, but we also have a ton of special guests that we're going to pull in, get their feedback, get their opinion. This is the 100th championship fight. It's going to be amazing. Oh,
MGM Grand Garden Arena, the 100th championship fight night in the history of this outstanding arena. Our main event on Saturday night. It'll be Gervonta Tank Davis defending his WBA lightweight championship of the world against undefeated contender Frank the Ghost Martin. It all comes your way, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. You do not want to miss it. For those that want to make their way here to Las Vegas, tickets are available at AXS.com. But now let's meet our main event combatants. Please welcome, with an undefeated record, 18 wins, no losses, 12 wins coming by way of knockout, fighting out of the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, training in Dallas, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Frank the Ghost Martin. And his opponent, a man who has been an absolute superstar in the sport. He is a 5-time, 3-division world champion with a record of 29 wins, no losses, 27 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the reigning and defending WBA lightweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, from Baltimore, Maryland, here is Gervonta Davis. All right, ladies and gentlemen, both main event combatants are on the stage. Just to give you an idea of what you can expect on Saturday, you heard about our main event. Our co-main event will be for the interim WBC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. It'll be David Benavidez, the super middleweight champion, going up to his new weight class at 175 to take on Oleksandr Gvozdyk. Before that, it'll be Carlos Adames defending his WBC middleweight championship of the world against the 2012 United States Olympian, the contender from Cleveland, Ohio, Terrell Gausha. And to begin the night, it'll be for the interim WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World as Gary Antoine Russell, undefeated, all of his wins by way of knockout. He has a 100% knockout percentage. He'll go head-to-head against the undefeated Alberto Puello. But before we go live on pay-per-view at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, we have 3 outstanding prelim bouts that come your way preceding the pay-per-view, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. I mentioned tickets are available via AXS.com. The event promoted by GTG Promotions along with Man Down Promotions, Samson Boxing, and TGB Promotions. The event sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And also El Mexicano brand products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. Now, Saturday night's event is being promoted by TGB Promotions, and it gives me the great honor and pleasure to introduce a man who knows the sport of boxing probably better than most of the population on planet Earth, certainly destined for the Hall of Fame, and has been a part of some legendary fight nights. PBC was actually born here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena back in March of 2015. Please welcome the president of TGB Promotions, Mr. Tom Brown.
Well, thank you, Ray. It's great to be back here in Las Vegas to promote another Tank Davis event on Prime Video pay-per-view. And that's what it is when Tank fights. It's bigger than just another championship fight night. It's an event. It's back like the old days here at the MGM on a Tyson event. That's what Tank brings to this. And he'll be defending his WBA World Lightweight title once again against another undefeated challenger in Frank Martin, the WBA's #2 ranked contender. You know, it's very exciting to be part of this 100th fight celebration here at the MGM. With this card, it's going to be electric in there with the atmosphere. There's been so many great fights here at the MGM. Some of my experiences real quickly, being here in 1994 with Big George Foreman at 45 years of age, knocked out Michael Moore to win back that heavyweight title. And then as Ray said, about 10 years ago, a little less than 10 years ago, when the Premier Boxing Champion franchise debuted here in March of 2015. You know, there's something about this building when these fighters come out of their locker rooms and walk down that hallway, they turn that corner and go down through that tunnel. It's like gladiators entering an arena. And this is just one fight you just can't miss. There's going to be electricity in there on Saturday night, so we're looking forward to seeing everyone. Thank you.
Mr. Tom Brown, ladies and gentlemen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me the great honor and pleasure to introduce a famed boxing promoter. This man has been a part of blockbuster event after blockbuster event, a dear friend of mine, and a man who always puts it so eloquently when he comes to describing prize fighting. One of my favorite sayings that he says is there are levels to this game, and lo and behold, here we are at the MGM Grand Garden Arena yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the esteemed Mr. Leonard Ellerbe.
Thank you, Ray. I'd like to thank the MGM, Premier Boxing Champions, and Amazon Prime. Saturday night. Can't get here fast enough. Two things that kind of stand out to me over the last week or so that's been said. One is coming from Frank Martin's promoter, Errol Spence Jr. He says that Tank Davis is going to get dominated for 12 rounds. Dominated? Earl don't believe that dumb shit. I can promise you that. And then Frank Martin says, oh, I'm going to beat Tank's ass. Okay, I expect him to, he's in tremendous shape. We know Derek got him in great shape because Derek's a phenomenal trainer. But let's be real. Let's be real. Okay, for starters, in 2017, do you know what Tank was doing? Tank became world champion. You know what Frank Martin was doing? He wasn't even professional yet. Okay? So one thing about this boxing shit, you can't skip steps. It's something what we call experience. And you gain that over a period of time by fighting the top fighters and doing your thing. Again, I can't say enough about what I personally think that Frank's a good fighter. But there's a difference between good and being special. This man to my right, he's special. Everything that Frank Martin does good, Tank does better. And come Saturday night, don't blink, because this shit could be over early.
Leonard Ellerbe certainly bringing the fire, saying it's going to, I'm going to paraphrase Leonard, it's going to be over early. My goodness, a prediction from Leonard Ellerbe. All right, now let's meet the other promoter from Mandan Promotions. This man has been a part of Frank Martin's career for quite some time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a man who's the former welterweight champion of the world, a 2012 United States Olympian. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Errol the Truth Spence Jr.
I'm happy to be here. This is going to be what y'all laughing at? You know, I can't top Leonard Ellerbe. He can talk. You know, that's just about all he can do. But come Saturday night, I guarantee you, Frank gonna put on a great show and a great performance. He's ready for this moment. He's been ready for this moment for a long time. And Tank gave him the opportunity. So come Saturday night, I guarantee you he's gonna put on a great show and a great performance and show everybody why he is the best 135-pounder in the world and the new WA welterweight champion of the world, Frank Martin. We're going to give you a Father's Day gift, Daddy Martin, come Saturday night.
Say like that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we heard from Errol Spence Jr., and I'm looking forward to talking with both our main event combatants in a few short moments. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go ahead and bring up one of the esteemed trainers for the Challenger, the lead trainer of the Challenger. This man has been in the corner of many world champions and is certainly an astute mind in the sport of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Derek James.
You know, I'm not going to talk a lot, but what I'll say is I like that Tom Brown says Challenger. Everybody says Challenger. But the thing about boxing is we'll come in a Challenger and 1,000% he'll leave a champion. See you on Saturday night.
Oh, he mad. He mad about that.
What you mad for?
All right, so you heard Derek James proclaiming that Frank Martin will leave as the champion on Saturday night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena at his PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. Also want to acknowledge the Frank Martin Sr., Frank Martin's father as well, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause for Frank Martin Sr. Great to see you, Frank Martin Sr. Also on the champion side, want to acknowledge one of the co-trainers, Kenny Ellis, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a round of applause for Kenny Ellis, who is in the gym and does great work. And speaking of great work, this man has been, certainly he embodies what it is to be involved in boxing in the Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area. He has been with this man 29 times. 29 times they've come out victorious with 27 knockouts. Certainly now getting his flowers as he deserves, because he is just a brilliant mind in the sport of boxing, knows how to make adjustments. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the trainer of Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Here is Mr. Calvin Ford.
Here we go again. How y'all doing over there? Nobody talking about the Hunters fight at the MGM. We're going to see greatness that night. It's about the fight. It ain't about the champion. It's about the fight. That's all I care about, the fight. Come that night, I want people to leave this show, watch this show, and sit there and say to themselves like they came from a karate movie, man, I want to fight just like Tank. I want to be just like Tank. Because we're going to put that work in. Derek, we've been friends for years.
No, don't stop it.
No, we've been friends for years, but this clinic, this good. Hey, Martin, you know what I told you? Come with it, please, because I need that button push. I need you to push his button, because I haven't seen it yet. I know what's under this hood. And they ain't been pushed yet. And everybody on the East Coast knows that it's a button. It's a button to be pushed. You get what I'm saying? You can only take him so far. You can only take him so far. Martin, I see you that night, baby. Please push them buttons. Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Please.
yeah. I got you.
I need it. Know why?
I'm going to press every button.
It's nothing personal with you. You're just in the way. You squeeze to the cracks. You're where you're supposed to be because your Lord let you be here. But guess what? You're here for a reason. And that's the night we must show the world what Tank Davis really is. Thank you.
All right, greatly appreciate Calvin Ford. Now let's meet one half of our main event. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video this upcoming Saturday night. As Calvin mentioned, the 100th championship fight at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. The first fight was going back to that January 29th, 1994. Julio Cesar Chavez against Frankie Randall. The surgeon defeated Chavez, handing him the first loss of his career. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up a man who has a record of 18 wins, opposite no defeats, 12 wins coming by way of knockout, training out of Dallas, Texas, under the guidance of Derek James. Undefeated lightweight contender, coming off of wins over Jackson Marinez, Ramiro Duno, also Artem Hartunian. He is an undefeated lightweight contender promoted by Errol Spence Jr.'s Man Down Promotions. I will tell you a quick story about this man. I remember when he made his national television debut back on April 20th, 2021, when he knocked out Jerry Perez by outstanding 7th round knockout, and his trajectory has been going upwards ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Detroit, Michigan, the undefeated lightweight contender. Here is Frank the Ghost Martin.
What's up, everybody, man? I appreciate everybody coming out. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming out to support the fight. You know what I mean? June 15th is going down. You know what I mean? We here. You know, like I said once before, I appreciate Tank giving me this opportunity to come whoop his ass come June 15th. It's on. You know what I mean? He ain't been in there with nobody like me. I'm coming different. You know, when you say, Kyle, when you say push them buttons, I'm going to push every button that he got on his ass. Every one. You know what I mean? So June 15th, y'all, come out and expect a good fight. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right, we got Frank the Ghost Martin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up, when it comes to this man, he made his debut here back at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Tank, I don't even know if you've done so many events, but I don't know if you remember this. It goes back to September 12, 2015. You made your debut here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, knocking out Recky Dulé. That is how long you've been fighting and campaigning and showcasing your talent here at this iconic venue that is the MGM Grand Garden Arena. When it comes to this man, there are 3 E's that I like to categorize the champion. 1, he's electrifying, because that's what he does arenas around the world. He's exciting. And when you see him main event with his walkout, I'm looking forward to your walkout because I know it's going to be special. Inside the ring, it's going to be a battle between 2 outstanding fighters, but also exhilarating, exciting, electrifying, and exhilarating. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 29-0, 27 knockouts, the 5-time 3-division world champion from Baltimore, Maryland, having most recently stopped Ryan Garcia in a super fight in April of last year, the reigning, defending WBA lightweight champion of the world. Here is Gervonta Davis.
No, short. I just want to thank everybody for coming out, the media, the MGM for holding this fight, my personal team, Al Heyman, Amazon Prime, just everybody that played a big factor. I guess them too, but just, come out. This Saturday is going to be a great fight, great undercard. Don't get no popcorn, don't get no juice, don't get nothing. Just make sure y'all locked in because I'm going to be locked in. I've been locked in for, over some time now. So I just want to come out and give a great performance. That's my give back to, the fans and everybody that played a part of this event. So I see y'all Saturday night. Thank y'all.
Gervonta Tank Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Tank, I want to ask you, you guys have been talking up here and going back and forth. What have you guys been saying to one another over the past few moments?
When he came up there, he was shaking. He was just shaking a little bit. You know what I mean? So
he was shaking. So you're seeing him move a little bit? You think he's a little bit apprehensive?
Talking a little tough yesterday when I ain't come to the rival, but today he's shaking up there talking. So I know that,
Frank, how do you want to respond to that?
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
It's going to show. Don't worry about it. It's going to show.
I'm scared as hell.
I know.
I'm scared
front runner.
Motherfucker.
That's what he is.
Yeah, that's
front
right.
Runner.
That's right.
Tank, do you think your experience, because you have been main eventing pay-per-view after pay-per-view all over the United States and really making some huge gates, pay-per-views, et cetera, that your experience is going to play a factor in this fight?
Of course.
Hell
Of course. Of course.
Hell no.
Of course. Don't worry about it. He'll see Saturday. It ain't even hit him yet. I'm telling you. It's going to hit him, though.
It ain't going to hit me.
It's definitely, especially
Good.
when
Hey,
I
we
touch
good.
you.
Hey, we
Definitely,
good over
definitely
here.
when I touch you.
We good over here. Hey, you going to get touched too. So what did you say?
If you can touch me.
What about if you could touch me?
Bro.
Yeah.
What are you bringing to the table that I haven't seen?
You're going to see Saturday.
Bro,
Saturday
even
night.
the little clips on the fucking,
Saturday.
on the, what is it called that we just had? The gloves off shit? Mm-hmm. What the fuck was you throwing?
Hey, you know what? You know what
Exactly.
you've been doing? You've been working.
Right.
You know what you've been working your
Exactly.
ass off. Let
Right.
me tell you why.
Right.
You been working your
Right.
ass off.
Right.
We ain't really got to see
Right.
too much of you.
Right.
You've been grinding.
Right.
Because you know what time it is.
Exactly.
Because you know what time it is. That's why you've been working your ass off.
I work
'Cause
hard.
you know
I work
what
hard
time
every time though.
Okay.
Stupid.
Okay.
They don't know I work hard in the gym
All right.
and I watch them.
Hey, what, you
fighters
been
don't
watching me
know
for
that.
about a year.
Don't know that.
You been watching me about a year. And people been watching me about a year.
I haven't been watching you for
Okay.
a year.
All right. All right.
Not good enough for me to watch
Okay.
you for a year.
Okay. That's
Get
why
out
we
of
ain't been seeing you like that.
Get
'Cause
out
you
of
been
here.
grinding. You been working
And
your ass
the last
off.
time you did
been
the
working your
workout,
ass.
your shit was all cut up around here.
We Gucci.
Yeah, your shit was all cut up around here.
Good.
Yeah.
We straight.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
We got
No.
we got a couple days. We got like 3 days, bro.
Yeah.
3
Yeah.
days, and we in
Yeah.
that motherfucker.
Take
We in there.
that. Take that sponsored jewelry off. Too.
Hey, we in there.
Take that sponsored jewelry off too.
That's cool.
That shit not yours.
That's cool.
Frank, it is Gervonta is headlined all over on pay-per-view many times over again. And he's done it here in Las Vegas as well on some massive fight nights. It's always a fighter's dream to be main eventing in Las Vegas, specifically at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. When you go up and down the strip here in Las Vegas, when you walk into the MGM Grand and you see your face and you see that you are on the poster, that you are the main event alongside Gervonta Davis, that you can become a world champion, what does Saturday night mean to Frank Martin?
For real, I feel like the me being on the images and all that, you know, it's a blessing to be there, but it ain't hit me, you know what I mean? Like it won't hit me until I get the win, you know, like I feel like I done worked, so I'm supposed to be there, you know, so it's not like, oh, I'm there, I'm so happy, you know, no, I gotta get this win, and then after that, you know, then I feel like all of it hit me like, damn, everything I done worked for, you know, it's here now.
He worrying about not getting knocked out. That's all he worrying about. I promise you, that's all he worrying about is not getting knocked out.
Yeah.
That's all he worrying about.
Yeah.
He ain't worrying about no damn win.
Uh-huh.
He worrying about not getting knocked out.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
Frank, it's clear that Gervonta has power. He has a 93% knockout percentage. As you're going through preparations with Derek James, your trainer, your father's by your side as well, how do you prepare for someone that has the concussive knockout power like Gervonta Davis?
I mean, I just gotta be who I am. You know, I gotta go in there and fight my fight, you know what I mean, be comfortable, you know what I mean? And you know,
he ain't even had no good sparring partners.
He got power. He
ain't even had no good sparring partners.
You know, it don't matter.
His sparring partner was ass.
He got power, but that ain't, you know.
His sparring partner was ass, completely ass.
Take away that power.
His sparring partner was completely ass.
Everything was.
Ass.
Everything. Yeah. Yeah. You went and got
and
the
you
best.
Sparred the MMA guy your last sparring.
You went and got some of the best.
Stupid.
You went and got some of the best.
That's so stupid.
You hear me?
That's so stupid.
You did everything you feel that you did right, you did. You done got some of the best sparring. You've been working your ass off about a year. You on point, brother.
Gervonta, what kind of challenges does Frank Martin bring to the table for you on Saturday night?
His fake feet movement that he do the same way, he do the same thing. Called it out, regular, mediocre.
So
he said, yeah, G, mediocre.
When it comes to the opponents that you fought, where do you rank him, or is it still too early to tell? Will you be able to give that assessment after?
Yeah, to be honest, I got to wait till I get in the ring with him again.
You're 29-0. 30-0 is, you know, you look at milestones in careers. Does 30-0, how much does that mean to you? Or is it just like another day at the office?
Yeah, just a stepping stone, to be honest. To where it's not, I can't judge myself till my career over. It still is an open book.
Well, I know that you guys had a sparring session, and I know that was talked about during the opening press conference, but for those that don't know, I'm going to start with Frank, and then I'll go over to you, Gervonta, because there are two sides to the story. But Frank, can you go ahead and describe what happened during that sparring session?
He came in, playing, thinking shit was sweet, got clipped, grabbed.
That's another thing. You never clipped me. What are you talking about?
I didn't clip you?
No, you did not. You caught me with a good shot. That's it. That happened in boxing. You never clipped me. I never shook or none of that.
So you didn't shake.
What are you talking about? Shook the fucking room.
When you put me in the headlock. When you put me in the headlock.
You don't even hit that hard, bro.
Put me in the headlock.
You don't even hit that hard.
All right, well, so what did you do?
That hard.
I hit you with the left.
You don't even hit that hard,
What
bro.
did you do?
And you gonna split. I can see all.
What did you do?
I'm gonna split them open.
That's cool.
I promise you.
Got it.
I promise you.
Yeah, you got it.
I promise your whole
What did you do?
jaw
Why you so
structure,
mad?
I'm gonna break you up. I'm telling you. And every
You know
time
what
I
happened?
tell y'all something,
You know what happened?
Don't it happen?
You know what
I'm
happened?
telling you, I'm gonna break you up.
Y'all wanna know
I promise
some
you,
shit?
I'm gonna break you up.
Y'all wanna know
I
something?
promise. You look at all that.
Y'all got.
Pussy.
Y'all, all right. You show me Saturday. Show me Saturday I'm pussy.
Nigga always
Saturday.
That fake hard shit.
What are you talking?
Oh, you seen them trying to found his face.
Show me Saturday.
Gervonta, do you want to? What was your interpretation of the sparring that you had? He said he clipped you.
He ain't clipped shit. He don't even got that much power to clip nothing. What are you talking about? Bum ass nigga.
Yeah, all right.
My bad.
Gervonta, where do you feel, has he gotten under your skin? Or is it just,
when he fake that, when he fake tough.
Fake tough. That be you doing all that fake ass tough.
Chill out.
Tough acting.
Chill out.
What is you talking about?
I was up here blasting shit till you start frowning your
look. I ain't gotta fake. Just like you said that lame shit. Oh, you from the suburbs? I ain't from no damn suburbs.
Fucking
clown.
suburbs, nigga. You was fucking 7.
You sound like
or
fucking
8
bozo.
like that.
Talking about I'm from the
Look how you
suburbs.
talking. You sound like a bozo.
Clown.
Hey, come on, bro.
Derek James,
You just be
trainer
the funny guy you is.
Of Frank Martin. Derek, if you grab one of the microphones over here. But training camp, obviously, has this been the best that you've ever seen, Frank? And with this, I'm sensing some tension up here. Do you like that with your fighter? Does that motivate him? Is that fuel?
No.
Your thoughts on that?
He had a good camp. I think that you got to be able to, use that as fuel for fire and do what you need to do. So, you need to use that for fuel for fire to, get in the ring and prove your point. Because he obviously believes in himself, and that's dope. Because we wouldn't be here if we didn't believe in ourselves. So it's good he believes in the situations, because he's supposed to. I like that. So you'll see Frank come out and do what he needs to do to be the best version of himself.
What kind of performance are you expecting from Frank on Saturday? Is it just win by any means necessary, or is there something that you're envisioning?
Well, it's always, win by any means necessary, but to follow the game plan, follow the strategy, and go out there and be phenomenal.
Errol, for you, thank you very much, Derek. For you, you were the promoter of Frank Martin. You've been involved in some blockbuster championship events on pay-per-view, but what have you been telling Frank in regards to preparing for this moment, fighting here in Las Vegas, being the main event?
He don't like no, we getting a track.
Nigga, shut your ass up. You talk way too much, bro. You talk way too much.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I can back it up. I told you.
You back it up with who? Who you back it up with?
What's your fighter? It could be either one. It don't matter to me. I'm here.
Yeah, you here, but you don't fight nobody, bro.
Okay.
You don't fight nobody.
You here for a check, brother.
What you fight for?
You here for a check. You here for a check.
You here for a check.
No, y'all two here for a check.
Yeah, you got me fucked up.
So
you here for a check.
Errol, what have you been telling Frank in preparation for this fight week?
Just stay focused, stay hungry, stay dedicated, and it's all about the grind. That's what he's been doing. That's how he get to this point, because he's been focused, he's been hungry, and he listened to his game plan. They've been in the gym working, staying focused, listen to the game plan, going over his instructions, and I believe that he's gonna come.
How you know that? How do you know that? How you know that? How you know that? Because y'all don't even be in the same place at the same time.
I know all his sparring partners, nigga, and I talk to him. What you mean?
You know they ass then. That's like,
and you know it too, because you argue with one of his sparring partners on Instagram, like a little girl.
You said what?
You argue with one of his sparring partners on Instagram like a little girl.
I follow him too. And that nigga is, I keep saying, my bad. He is ass. He is ass. I know all his sparring partners. What you got to say about that?
Yeah, you know all of them, because you search and you look for everybody.
It really don't
search
matter.
and look for everybody.
It don't matter.
Calvin, for you.
You know you scared.
Calvin, if we can bring Calvin forward, grab the microphone. We're seeing that Gervonta is,
you say
he's certainly very vocal. And you mentioned when you were when you were talking to Frank Martin, I want him to push the button. Has the button been pushed?
Nope, not yet.
Wait a minute, with all the talk up here and everything, it hasn't been pushed. Can you grab the microphone?
This is Tank. Tank does that all the time. And I like it because remember when he was younger, y'all couldn't even get a word out of him.
Floyd was talking too much.
Look at him. When I see this, he's pushing forward to where he's supposed to be at. Martin is here for a reason. I understand that. Derek understand that. Spence understand that. He's here for a reason. And I want him to push the buttons because y'all haven't seen the real Tank yet.
So Calvin, what does it mean from your perspective? Because you're in the gym with him every single day. You guys put in the blood, sweat, and the tears in the gym, preparing for big fight nights. 29-0, 27 knockouts. But what does that mean to see that level of Tank that you're looking for?
This camp been totally different. When I first caught back up Tank, it was Ramadan. He looked mentally different, humble, but hungry.
That should do for everybody.
But everybody seen him in the team, they was worrying about him. Because how his fasting.
Probably not.
When he take off his clothes and look at him now, he remind me when he was the little Tank that I first got with.
Right now.
Calvin, is there a sense of maturity that you are seeing from Tank as we've watched him evolve from being, I mean, he's been fighting here at the MGM Grand for nearly 9 years, but this maturation process that we're seeing out of the WBA lightweight champion of the world?
Man, like I said, y'all want to tune into this fight? Because when I watch how he's moving and doing stuff, you remember how Mike used to be on the floor at that fourth quarter?
Yeah, it's going to be like that.
Yo, I got sparring partners say, yo, and Earl even know it. It's hard to train for this man. So y'all gonna have to figure it out. I want y'all to figure it out because I'm still searching for the greatness to come out of him.
Frank, when you hear Gervonta said up here moments ago, a bit off microphone, that he wants to hurt you, obviously that's the name of the game, but your response to those comments from the champion?
You know, he come out to hurt everybody, you know. He come out to hurt everybody, so, you know, we done heard that before, but we ain't worried about none of that. We train, we ready for whatever he got to bring, we got him. Got his number for sure.
When, assuming things go according to plan, let's sit down, gentlemen.
Show me. No, I have.
Yeah, I know.
Show me.
Frank.
Show me what I can't do. Show me what I can't do.
Well, let me ask him. Let me ask him, Gervonta, you're saying that there are things that he can't do. Frank is saying, show me, but can you describe to us things that Frank can't do? You're mentioning, you're talking with him. I mean, you don't have to give away the game plan. Oh, you just get in the microphone.
Yeah, ain't really too much he can do.
He says there's really not too much he can do. Frank, in a perfect world, how satisfying would this be on Saturday night if you were to hear and the new WBA lightweight champion of the world, but also be the first guy to hand Gervonta Davis a defeat?
That's everything. You know, that's why I'm here. You know, I'm here to do just that. Get my hand raised and come out with that WBA strap, you know, and then, you know, it's a new face sitting in the seat. You know, it's going to be me.
Tank, the most animated that I saw you, or vocal, and Calvin, you can correct me if I'm wrong, was against Rolando Romero. But now I'm seeing Tank, you know, he's not as, but he's, you know, vocal. So would you say that this is the second most passionate and emotional, not emotional, but, you know, fuel that you've had heading into a fight?
No, because
Calvin.
I watched him from the Barrios fight. Rolly, he was another person that, you know, was.
Can you talk to him?
He was another person that was energetic on the mic. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, I just heard Martin really say some things. You know what I'm saying? You know, so when I'm looking at, that's what we need. That's the fire, you know. And I already know that they prepare. I already know that he's going to come out and do what he's supposed to do. I already know all this. You know what I'm saying? I want this. I'm inviting this. You know what I'm saying? This how I get to see where levels of being that guy that he's going to become. And he's the guy to show the world.
All right, well, now I'm going to go to the fighters for final predictions, as I'm going to go ahead and start off with the challenger. Frank, before we get your prediction, can you give us a quick summarization as to what you guys have been talking about right now?
What'd you say?
Can you give us a quick summarization as what are you guys saying between each other?
We just talking shit.
Okay.
We just back here popping shit.
So Saturday night, June 15th, PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. How is the fight going to go down? Your prediction, sir?
It can go however he wanted to go down, you know. If he act up like I've been saying, y'all gonna see Gervonta Davis get knocked out. Y'all gonna
You're
see
saying
him,
a knockout?
If he come in and he act up, y'all gonna see him get knocked out. Period. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what power, this and that. If they say I ain't got it, he come in and act crazy, he going to sleep. And he going to sleep.
Frank Martin predicting a knockout over the champion Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta, 29-0, 27 knockouts. Saturday night, June 15th, PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video, the 100th championship fight night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. How is the fight going to go down, Tank?
Ass whooping.
Time.
Ass whooping.
Time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll conclude the press conference for Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin. A round of applause for both fighters and their camps as they get set for their collision this upcoming Saturday night. The event promoted by GTD Promotions, Samson Boxing, TGB Promotions, and Man Down Promotions. The event sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook and El Mexicano brand products. Now we are going to go ahead and have the ceremonial face-off between the two, Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin. Someone's got to go. It all goes down. BBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. Gentlemen.
One of them O's got to go.
Just fighters first. So, thank you guys. Tank, always appreciate
That's cool. Break your jaw. Okay. Okay. We gonna see. Cause I'm not worried about it. All that tough shit. I'm not worried about it. Nobody can't fight for you. Nobody can't fight for me. We in that motherfucker. June 15th. We in there. June 15th. June 15th. We in there. We in there. June 15th. Show me. Hey, you gonna have to show me I'm pussy. Show me. You gonna have to show me. You gonna have to show me. You gonna have to show me. Yeah. You gonna have to show me. Yeah. You gonna have to show me. You gonna have to show me. You got that black one like you stepping, like you gonna step on something. Yeah. You got that black one like you gonna step on something. Yeah. Okay. All right. You gonna get stepped on. Get stepped over. Get stepped over. Get stepped over. Yeah. Get stepped over. Show me. Show me. Show me. Don't fight me. I am.
Play that shit off. Daddy, if you don't see you get slumped right in front of him.
Y'all see what y'all getting, right? Hey, pay-per-view will be here. This is what we want from live.
Like that.
Can I get everyone just look right here at me?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, thanks guys. Finish some interviews now. Stay on the stage. Stay organized.
Hey, and that look right there. Right there. Right there.
Okay, media for Tank Davis, line up over here. That door should be shut.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live press conference of Tank Davis and Frank Martin. We are just getting started on Fight Week, so stay tuned. Keep up to date with PBC YouTube channel because we have so many more live streams. Tomorrow we have the other main card press conference live also. Then we have the weigh-in, so there's so much more to come. Stay up to date, PBC YouTube channel, and we will see you soon.